वसुदेवसुतं देवं कंसचाणूरमर्दनं देवकी परमानन्दं कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुम्. So we were in the fourth chapter of Gita, where Sri Krishna is telling the difference between incarnation and human being. Is the difference between that Maya which belongs to God we, out of ignorance and out of our desire, we take birth. God takes birth. That's what Shankaracharya also says in his commentary on Bhagavad Gita. Because identification with the body, taking help of the body and doing work in this world, one is because of ignorance in general case, and here it is not out of ignorance but out of compassion. So the compassion and compulsion is the difference between the birth of an ordinary person and incarnation. So he told that one who can understand the divine reason behind the birth of an incarnation is possible only one understand his own divinity, not theoretically as we just talked, that God is called Maya Dhisha, one who is in control of his Maya. And we are Maya Adhina, one who are under control of the Maya. So here is the difference. So he says, one who understands the Janma and Karma, he knows the truth, he knows the reality. So here, from us, what is useful to us, even if many times I also feel, or individually also we may say, how objectively the Janma and Karma of God, if we know, then we are free from the cycle of birth and death. Janma karma chame divyam evam yo vetti tattvata, one who knows perfectly this about my birth and my actions, tyaktva punarjanma naiti mameti sorjuna. After leaving this body, he doesn't enter into this world again. How it is? It is possible only when we understand that our birth was out of our ignorance. And once the ignorance goes, then there is no reason for you and me also to be born again. Till then we have to. As yesterday I was telling, is the same. We are born out of our ignorance and out of our desire. What desire? You see, this is the very, very important and practical side of it. What desire we have? We say we have a simple desire of enjoyment. If I say I am hungry, what is my desire? Desire to eat. Why do I have desire to eat? Because I have hunger. Now, understanding this, I feel that by eating food, my hunger will be quenched and I will be happy. Hunger makes me miserable. That's true. Without the knowledge of that I am the self, that ignorance is manifested in our desires. Everything what we desire, with only one thinking behind, that by getting this, I will be happy. By doing this, I will be happy. By not doing this, I will be happy. Constant effort to be happy. And you will find, even if you get those things in your life, still happiness doesn't come. Why? With that another desire comes that no, this I got, but now if I get this, then I will be happy. And it seems to be unending. That is why we say so. It's not your experience or my experience. Each and everybody in this world, there is not a single person in this world who is completely happy with the objects in life. You may say, oh, so and so is fully satisfied, he doesn't have any kind of problem. Impossible. Why impossible? Because whatever good health you are in, still body has to fall. Nobody can remain eternity. So jara, vyadhi, mrityu, these are compulsory in our life. So idea is this, that having desire is the sign of ignorance. When we do not know that I am the self, I am Atman, then I am body-mind. And body and mind have continuous cravings. Now you satisfy your body, tomorrow again you will be hungry for food. Other many thousands of desires are there. That's what Sri Ramakrishna says, Kathamrita you will find every time. Even in effort to fulfill the desire, we get pain. Still we don't stop putting effort in fulfilling desires. This is Maya. One experience should be enough for us. But thousands of experiences also are not enough. That is the lakshana, that is the qualities of a jiva. So here he says, but you can do that. How you can be free from? How you come to know that I am divine? So he says, not only you, people have done earlier. That's how the religion comes into picture. That's how spirituality comes into picture. It is not doing certain practices that is called religion. No. It is the total orientation of your life, the very orientation of your very existence. Unless that is different, till then you cannot be spiritual. That's why many times people have confusion. Bhagavad Gita, not a single place there is a mention of a temple, no mention of a statue. These are the internal qualities which changes the orientation of your mind, of regarding your life, regarding your very existence. So, who are these people who have realized that truth? So he told, Vitaraga, attachment is taken away, becoming free from attachment. Vita Bhaya. What is Bhaya? There is only one fear. Fear of losing the things which makes me happy. Could it be my body? Could be whatever is mine. People are mine. Things are mine. Losing that only is the fear. The ultimate fear is fear of death. But that doesn't haunt you. Because in your memory, there is no clarity about death. Another could be that every day you are becoming free from your body. When you sleep in the night, in your deep sleep, every night your experience is that you are forgetting your body completely. So, here when it is said Vita Bhaya, to becoming free from fear, that fear of losing the things which you think makes you happy. From a child to the adult, what makes them to cry? A child, you take away his lollipop also, may be a reason for the child to cry. For adults, that object is no more that important. Then we have bigger objects. But the cry is the same, pain is the same. The reason could be different. But as a human race, our experiences and our thinking, our experience makes us mature. Think of even 50, 60, 100 years before. Nobody enjoys the death of anyone. The more attached you are with the person, that much pain you have. But people become so self-centered that nobody's absence is that important in this present day, except a handful of people. But having said that, this fear of losing what you have, what makes you happy, is a main fear. Then Vita Krodha, the anger is the result of unfulfilled desires. Could be simple desire, but more importance you give, that makes you angry. We have talked earlier. Desire is a flow. There are some reason which checks your desire. That's why it is called check dam. On the river, when they constructed a dam, what happens? The water level goes up. In the same way, a flow of desire, when checked, it has another expression called anger. It is the same. The more desire you have, more anger you have. Manmaya, So people were free from raga, bhaya, krodha, attachment, fear and anger, and become manmaya. What is manmaya? We have heard the words tanmaya, one who is full of that. Manmaya, one who is full of thoughts of God, is called manmaya. Mam upascharita, one who has taken refuge in me. Bahavo jnana tapasa puta, many who became pure by the austerity of knowledge. Madbhavam agata, they only have come to this. Many times when we think about this perspective of spiritual life, it seems completely impossible for us to reach. That it is not my cup of tea, that I may not be able to do it, because the goal is very high. But the more clarity of goal you have, that much you do not feel that it is so high. Haribhadra says in one place that realization of God is within my hand. So it all depends on the purity of mind. The more purity we have, purity is directly related to the clarity of your ideas about the world, about yourself. Many times the modern generation, out of inebriation of worldly life, do not want to accept if there is any existence of God at all. The only reason for this is that people consider God as an objective person, like I am sitting here, I am seeing you. So God is somebody who is somewhere who is not seen, but He is somewhere sitting, ruling the world, guiding the world. But actually no religion says that. No religion says that. The ignorance about it is this: God is within me. Actually, God is me. Consciousness which you have, to realize that I am that consciousness, is the goal. Yesterday also the same topic came. We definitely have at this point of, oh, I am this body. I am happy, healthy, or painful. But we have experience of we existing without this body every day. But the discrimination doesn't come. So when we think and meditate, we meditate on the God as somebody else. You think of Sri Ramakrishna, you think of Rama, Krishna, Durga, Kali, whatever. Do we think that I am Ramakrishna? No. I am Rama, I am Durga, I am Kali? No. So meditating on an object called Ramakrishna is the journey you start with that. I do not know those who are initiated in our mission. It is told, if it is not told, is a different thing. But I hope it is told because I was told. You meditate Sri Ramakrishna in your heart. How you meditate? Where Sri Ramakrishna is? Sri Ramakrishna is sitting in my heart, looking at the same direction where I am sitting. So it is something like this. That Ramakrishna is here. But you can't see him. How you can see him? If you keep Ramakrishna in front of me or he is sitting, then only you can meditate. But you are not supposed to meditate that way. He is within you. He is looking in the same direction as you, sitting here. You have that experience. When you keep the child in your lap, how you keep? You hold the child like this? No, while walking, etc. is a different thing. When you sit, keeping the child in your lap, child also sits in the same way as you are sitting. With the full experience of having child in my lap. Even if I am not able to see the child, I have to see like this, no? No. This is the experience. So, existence of an objective God, then you see we all imagine together in the TV serials and this and that, or he realized God appeared like this in front of, all these are our ideas. Whether true or false is a different thing. Experiencing God within. The Christianity also will say kingdom of heaven is within you. Then I have to dive inside to find that kingdom of heaven. No. Not that after doing I will go to some heaven. No, it is never told like that. All heaven is within me. What is that heaven? That heaven is my consciousness. So, thinking that, realizing that is everything of religion. Earlier also we discussed, yesterday also, on Sri Ramakrishna's birthday also, we discussed the same. We are sitting in this hall. About half an hour before, all of us were outside this hall. Maybe 1 hour before, you were outside this campus also. But we forget and we do not think from that point of view. It is I who was out of the gate while coming to mission. It was I who was outside the hall. And it is I who is in this hall. Who is that who is common in these three? Is me. Person who was outside the premises, person who was in the field or car park, and person who is sitting inside this hall. Are these three different people? No. So me, who is in this hall, sitting, me who was seeing dreams in the night when I am sleeping, I create my own world, maybe some reflection of this world or some different combinations. And it is me who was in the deep sleep. And me in the deep sleep, or you in the deep sleep, you must remember that you and meditate what I was in deep sleep. Even if you imagine, I had no idea whether I was man or a woman. I had no idea whether I am in Singapore or India. I have no idea whether I am tall, short, rich, poor, nothing. But I exist. If you see our life from that point of view, continuously going from deep sleep, dream, waking state. This world is real, definitely real. It is real. But this world is real only 16 hours a day. Remaining 8 hours, you are not in this world. You withdraw yourself. Not even the memory of this world remains in the deep sleep. We say, oh, this world was not there. Not this world was not there, even the concept of this world was not there in deep sleep. But you existed. That my existence without anything, and in this world when I come, when we all are here, everything is perishable. Not a single thing exists permanently. Everything has a lifespan, including my body, including people I love, including the things I have. Everything has a lifespan. Some stories people have made, but it is true in one way. For example, I don't know, just I feel like telling this. You hold on some money with you, for example, and you count, yeah, it is $1,000. When the value of money fall, even if you are holding the same currency, its value is not the same. Do you think 1,000 Singapore dollars and 1,000 Indonesian rupiah is same? No. So what is eventually the value of this? Is in my mind only. So things which you hold on to in your life, physically you can hold on to as long as your physical grip is there, but value of it changes. We hold on to the people in our life, forgetting that they are growing. Experience shows that people who were before me have gone, but people with whom I am will not go. That cannot happen. So whomsoever we are holding on to, whether people, whether things, whatever, everything goes out of our hand as if holding the sand in your hand. Slowly, 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 slowly it goes away. Because nothing objective could be permanent. Everything is short-lived. Only one thing which is constant, and that is your consciousness. Do we have that experience anytime, even for a second, in your memory, in your life, presently? Anytime did we feel that I do not exist? Whichever state you are sleeping, you are dreaming, you are in deep sleep, you are in waking state, whatever you are doing, there is no experience of anybody that I do not exist. What is that constant existence? That constant existence is me. Remaining is different. Today I am wearing this cloth, tomorrow I will wear different clothes. But I remain the same. In the same way, births after births, we take different forms. But the consciousness has to remain the same. But then why we come to birth? To enjoy. A young man may have more desires. Slowly, slowly getting old, desires may, some up to a certain extent reduces, not too much. Whatever age you are, desire doesn't die. So, unfulfilled desire will force you to be born again. how to be free from desire. The more you realize that you are Atman, that you are that constant existence in all the three states, this state is temporary. Even say now it is 6:30, 10:30, 11:30, 12:30, all of us will be in deep sleep. No Bhagavad Gita there, no Ramakrishna Mission there, no your name form is not there, but you are there. Who is that me who remains constant in existence? If that you think is God, and that consciousness tells you this, then only you can understand. Manmaya, one who is constantly thinking of that existence. This is in between. That a spiritual practice means close your eyes. Closing eyes doing what? Why you close the eyes? Avrit chakshu amritatvam icchan. It is not only closing eye, you are supposed to close the senses. Means, I do not want to perceive reality which is objective. I want to realize the subject within, who is me. I don't want to realize something which is mine. I want to realize something that which is me. That is spiritual life. So people have done earlier. Let it be a few. Majority is not always true. Many times people say, oh, just one or two people, they say they have realized God. So God is there. Remaining, have you seen? No, I have not seen. Have you seen? I have not. So where there are people who have seen God? Then why we believe in God? Only Ramakrishna says he has seen God. Only Jesus says he has seen God. So in the whole history there are 5 or 6 people who says they have seen God or realized God. Remaining nobody. Richest people. Elon Musk also cannot say I have seen God. Most powerful person also cannot say that. Because these are all part of the dream. Your power, your money is part of this waking state. When you go to deep sleep, nothing of your life is there. Nothing of Elon Musk also will be there when he goes to deep sleep. All his $300 billion also is. They don't even exist. Not that I don't remember my dollars. The very concept of dollar doesn't exist there, but I exist. Just to realize that much. To realize that, to be very frank and to be very practically thinking, that's why religious practices are what type? Is against what you generally do. Oh, I am fasting today. So my desire of eating, which is very common, you are trying to give up that. Now, from yesterday, Ramadan month has started. True Muslims will abstain from everything that is called enjoyment. Everything. Why? You withdraw yourself for a certain period of time. Why you withdraw? To detach yourself with a raga, to detach yourself from everything that which I consider as a source of my enjoyment. I detached. Still I have happiness within me. That is happiness of the consciousness. So he says, Manmaya, thinking of God only. Thinking God is not God as a person. Thinking of me as a consciousness only. People can realize, people can go together. So all the religious practice is nothing but cutting down yourself with in normally whom what you call as the sources of your pleasure. oh, I am fasting, but I take only just to survive, minimum, no enjoyment. We call it upavasa, they call it fasting. Actually, fasting is not the correct translation of the word upavasa. Upa means closer, nearer. Vasa means to stay. To stay closer to yourself, closer to God, is upavasa, not fasting. Not eating is not fasting. Not eating by any sense. Five senses are there. Not to eat, not to see, not to hear, not to touch. All should be part of your fasting. So, people realize and people attain that consciousness. What he says? Many people have attained me. Me means what? Not Dwarkadish, not the son of Vasudeva. No. That consciousness. But then people may have different. That's why we have so many religions. Even the consciousness doesn't have religion. Do the consciousness have identification of a Hindu or a Christian or a Muslim? It's the same consciousness. So whichever way you want to follow, follow. Goal is the same, realizing that ye yatha mam prapadyante tanstateva bhajamyaham mama vatmanu vartante manushya parthasa. Whichever way you follow, eventually it is my guidance. My means going to the consciousness. Different religions are but path to follow that. But maximum number of people, whichever religion they belong to, thinking that going to temple, thinking going to mosque, going to church, going to religious place is part of religion, has nothing to do with religion. Especially from Hinduism point of view, I do not know whether in Bible it is written that going to church every day is the way to liberation. It's illogical, cannot be. We can say about Hinduism, we can say about Bhagavad Gita. Nowhere, no scripture, no Vedas, no Upanishads, no Bhagavad Gita, nowhere it is told they will get liberation who goes to temple every day. No. Because not possible. What about a person working in the temple? Whole life. You come only once in a week for 2 hours, 3 hours. He stays there. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. During Kumbh Mela, people went and had a dip. Those fish and other animals are staying in that Ganga water. You just go and have a dip only, or sprinkle some water on you. How much punya you can have? That fellow stays inside. The turtles and fish and crocodiles and everybody. They should immediately get liberation. No. Whatever we do in the name of religion, eventually is to realize this, that I am that consciousness. First realization will come ourselves as a jiva who transmigrates from one birth to another. That also is ignorance. Inside consciousness doesn't have birth. So, once our desire will be reduced, or our desire is finished, Holy Mother says, what desire reduce? Even the desire of eating one piece of sweet, you have to take birth. I don't want to take birth, but I want to eat rasgulla. To eat rasgulla, you must have a body, no? Is there any desire which doesn't require this body? This is a good way to think. Do I have any desire? Without this body also I can fulfill. No. Every desire, the instrument is required is this body. So when body is not there, when the body dies, then only desire will die. But we desire, so after giving up the body, we take another body. Because the unfulfilled desires, so many rasagullas I want to eat. So before your death, if this much can be done, then I do not want anything. Then you can die like a king. Otherwise, like a beggar, I want this, I want that, I want this, I want that. And you come back. Holy Mother asked one of her niece, if God appears in front of you and gives you a boon, ask what you want. What you will ask? So in front of Holy Mother, so she says, I will ask for devotion. Holy Mother says, no. You will ask for nirvasana. You will ask for desirelessness. Because the desire is the root cause of your existence and suffering. You ask only desirelessness. That God take away all my desires. How to take away the desires? To understand that there is no object which can make you completely happy. Temporarily happy, yes. This also we have discussed earlier. Every object which is capable to make you happy, immediately it is enough to make you miserable also. Same object. Instantly, at the same time. Rasgulla makes me happy. Okay, start eating. First, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth. After that, if I force you, you get angry. Why? Just 10 minutes before, the first Rasgulla made you happy. Within 10 minutes, the sixth Rasgulla makes you angry. How? Why Rasgulla stopped giving happiness to you? That means happiness is not in Rasgulla. Happiness is somewhere here in the mind. First one gave you happiness, sixth one cannot give you happiness. Same thing goes with every enjoyment. There is no enjoyment in this world which in excess is not miserable. Frustration. Every enjoyment ends with frustration. Every enjoyment ends with this. Why? Because we can't take more than that. Rasgulla is a simple example which we can decently discuss. It was giving happiness to me and true. You gave me, oh, so nice. Second, third, fourth. As if Rasgulla is losing the capacity to make me happy. So happiness is that state of mind which apparently looks like that Rasgulla can give me happiness. But no. Instantly it can give you misery. And it is same with every enjoyment of our life. People spend money and go to sightseeing places. We sometimes say, not for any criticism. We are monks, I am staying here for many years. So this guest Swamiji came, took him to night safari. Another guest Swamiji after 6 months came, took him to night safari. Then I used to tell, now you give me $50 extra, I don't want to go. Not that that is not good, no. It loses charm to make me happy because I visited it so many times. Same thing in Rasgulla. First time I was very happy. And guess what? I went to night safari first with whom? With Birju Maharaj. Sitting by side. And whichever animal I am seeing, Birju Maharaj, exclusively for me, his movement of his hands, he is showing me how the elephant walks. And you really feel this is how elephant walks, sitting beside him. But already 15-20 times I have visited. No more desire to visit. I have to go because Senior Swamiji has come, I have to go. So I go for his company, not for the sightseeing. That is same with everything. I don't know, I should have, but it is a real fact. So this subject we were discussing. So one of the audience, it was online class. So one person, one lady, she told, yeah, Swamiji, but some bondages are difficult to get rid of. I said, yeah, every bondage is difficult. No, I can think of living without my husband, no problem, but my son, I cannot forget him. I love him so much. I said, one way or other, it is the same. So our experience is such that even the person, whether the son, whether the husband, whether the wife, whether the daughter, whomsoever is a source of happiness, doesn't remain a constant source of happiness. Think of, your mother is with you, your father is with you, your mother-in-law is with you, your father-in-law is with you. What is the age? 90 years old. Everything we have to do. Cleaning him, giving bath, feeding him, medicine, everything. And what did you do? I cannot. So I have appointed a helper to do that. Why? He was source of your happiness, no? No more a source of happiness. Now I have to somehow keep the relationship, appoint the helpers and look after them. Nothing is a permanent source of happiness. Neither the person nor the thing. It gives you happiness in the beginning. Excessive, it gives you pain. It doesn't give you happiness. But what we do, if this doesn't give me happiness, I start loving another person. Correct? The source of that person is exhausted now. So this person I want. My son, my child, my son, my child. Now son grew. Even misbehaves with you sometimes. So now you start loving the grandson. Because that fellow is no more a source of happiness. Yeah, my son, that's fine. But that happiness is gone as soon as he grew up. And one another thing you see, eventually what? It's not the husband or son or grandson. Eventually, I want to be happy. A person whom you loved passed away. You cry for 1 or 2 days. Then you find another source which makes you happy, but you want to remain happy. From that point of view, it is told. In Hindi, because I am comfortable with, so many bhajans are there. Sab swarth ka hai sansar. Everybody eventually is selfish. Everybody, they want to be happy. How many people work for the happiness of others? All the mothers work hard to make the child happy. Because she thinks it is investment in future, he will make me happy. But that doesn't come true for everyone. Objectively, nobody can make you happy. So idea is that unless we understand the significance of our purpose, whatever we do in the name of religion, whether it is japa, meditation, pilgrimage, charity, whatever you want to do, eventually you want to realize that I am consciousness. If my body is impermanent, your body has to be impermanent. So if your body is impermanent, why should I spend my time, energy and everything in loving you? Should I love my body then? No. My body also is perishable. So which is non-perishable within me is only my consciousness, which is God. So if wherever you think the word God, immediately replace it with your consciousness. Then the philosophy will be more clear. Next Sunday I am not around, so we will not have this class. Again, so second, then we have 9th, I am not here. Then again, next class we shall have. Thank you. Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om Tat Sat Sri Ramakrishna Arpanamastu.